Um, my name is Olivier Coste. I'm born in 1980 in France, Aubenas city. Um, I studied my work as a fireman in France from 2000 to 2005, and then I moved to Thailand. So I've been in Thailand for now about 14 years. I studied in the movies to work as a stuntman. I did some acting for about 7 years, and then I moved to gym. Then I work as a manager and Muay Thai trainer there. And then I started my work as well as a referee at that time around 2011. So it's about right now 7 to 8 years that I've been a referee now. When I arrived to Thailand, it was about 14 years ago now. This is where I started martial arts, so I did Muay Thai. So I started in a gym named Luc Banyai in Bangkok. I studied there Muay Thai, and then I did as well some grappling training in Bangkok. I did Muay Thai fights, I did a boxing fight, and I did a grappling tournament as well. This is where I started MMA in Bangkok. My hobbies. Um, I like to spend time with my kids. No, uh, it's I think being a father right now is the toughest job in the world. Honestly, I didn't think it was like that. I wanted the kids for a long time, and now I have them. I'm very happy, and I think it's the toughest job ever. Even I have a tough job inside the cage. To raise kids and everything is very tough. But it's my hobby at this time. Spending time with them, going outside. Having fun. Um, like I said to many people, I've been watching MMA fights at the beginning, that was I think about honestly about 15 years, 20 years, 18 years ago, let's say early 2000. Um, when I was looking at the fights, I always was wondering. In Muay Thai and boxing is a bit different. Whenever fighters, going down, then you have to count. But in MMA, whenever a fighter was reaching the ground, and I was just always trying to, put myself as the referee and thinking, why does he stop the fight now? Why, when, how? So I always being curious about it, and that's it. Like 8 years ago, I was in Bangkok, and I went to see amateur fights, and then they saw that I was really into it, and I was helping them, and then just asking me if I wanted to be a referee. So this is how we start. I think it's also about passion. It's really my passion. It's really something that I love to do. It's not a hobby for me. It's really my work. It's like every day. I'm watching fight. I'm training martial arts. It's something already that you have to definitely do. And as well, yeah, definitely if we can go through do some seminars, about MMA, maybe definitely get yourself some training, in different martial arts. That is good as well. Grappling, um, striking, like it could be boxing, Muay Thai, or anything. It's something we have to do. Definitely, if you get the opportunity to do some seminars and eventually get the opportunity to work in amateur events, that will be the best for you to get the experience. I think it's the same for the fighters as well. Whenever they want to get into MMA career, I think it's the best is go through amateur fights first, and then after that move to pros. So this is where you get to start. Okay, it's been 8 years now, so I've been very busy with MIMA as well. MIMA, right? Malaysian Invasion. We had like events every month, right? So I think since I started my career, I was around 1,000 fights. In between amateur and professional fights. So before the fight, usually I. You mean at the event, like? Yeah, at the stadium. So what I do, I just go see the fighters. I just talk to them. Make them sure they understand the rules. Make them sure that they don't have any questions. Because I want them, to feel comfortable inside the cage. I don't want them to, think about something that bother them about the rules and being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, I should do that. So, yeah, I make sure they understand the rules. Make sure that when they will be inside the cage, will be comfortable. They know I will be with them, and yeah, that's it. This is usually what I'm doing. You know, the hardest part now is having two kids. So now I'm married and I have two kids. You know, so it's very hard for me, you know, to manage all this. But it's okay. You know, I'm trying to, whenever I get back home, you know, find a time, you know, to spend time with my kids. Now after all these years, you know, traveling and like you say, you know, every week is very hard, right? But you know, when you do something what you love to do, you know, you don't really think about all this, you know. So it's all good for me. I'm okay with that now. I could say honestly that it would be some of the many events that I had before, you know, back and forth fights, you know. But I like to see somehow, you know, I've been really into amateur fights, right? Because I like to see, you know, fighters, you know, coming from, you know, fighting in those small events, you know, and then, you know, getting the steps, you know, and getting to big stage, you know. So somehow, sometimes when I'm referee for one championship, I like to see, you know, those. Fighters that have a lot of experience as amateur and then doing their pros, you know. So I like to see the pro debut and stuff, you know. So it's very interesting for me, you know. I'm feeling it, you know. I'm feeling it, you know, because I would never, you know, believe that as a referee we could have fans, you know. But Philippines, you know, even Malaysia, you know, when I go outside and I say, "Oh, can I have a picture with you?" You know, it's pretty like I'm just a referee, you know. I'm just like keep the fighters being safe and that's it, you know. But you know, very happy. You know, very happy to have this. Is you know, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. So I'm whenever I have time, you know, I talk to them. I take a picture with them. You know, as much as I can. You know, so it's good. It's good. Music, jazz. This is jazz. Why? Is because it's make me when I want to be relaxed, and when I'm working out, hip hop. Favorite band you're not gonna know is French hip hop is NTM. You know, so and I don't wanna explain the name because, but yeah, NTM. Yeah. Favorite movie. He has been very a lot of movies, you know. But Amélie Poulain is a French movie, you know. It's a French movie. Yeah, I really like it. Amélie Poulain, and actually it started to be well known everywhere, you know. So favorite. Okay, The Rock, you know, Dwayne Johnson is someone that I like. I like to see him in the movie, but as well outside, you know, outside of it. He's same with everybody, you know. When you can see me as a referee, he do his job good inside the cage, but how is he outside of the cage, right? So I think it's the same for me. He's a good actor, but as well he's very inspiring. You know, when he's I don't know if you follow his Instagram, but when you see him, you know, outside and the way he is and the way he's on social media as well is very inspiring, and I really like that. So, actress, it will be Marion Cotillard, French actress. Um, is my job as a referee is already, like I said to many people, even I'm someone always smiling and happy and everything. My job is very stressful, right? But I'm very proud, you know, and I'm very proud, you know, about getting these awards, you know, for me because I did honestly that the year 2018 was a good year for me as a referee. It's going to be very tough, you know, as a referee to be perfect. You know, it's I would say it's impossible, right? It will be almost small mistakes because you know it's mixed martial arts, you know. So you have to be good at everything about seeing the game in the feet, in the grappling, and in the ground, you know. So yeah, I think it's just gonna add extra pressure to me because now I have to prove to everybody why I am, you know, I got the best referee of the year, right? So I'm gonna have to prove to everybody why I got this, right? But at the same time, working under pressure is makes me be more focused. So it's a good thing for me. I'm under pressure, but it's making myself very focused, and this is what you need to be as a referee inside the cage. So everything is a good thing for me. So I'm very proud and happy to get these awards. You know, one championship is only 6 years, and for me is already big. Like is already one of the biggest organization in the world. And I think it's been really it did grow into the right way. Now they're adding other martial arts into the mixed martial arts. So we have in Muay Thai and kickboxing and Muay Thai and boxing. Um, so yeah, I think going to different countries, so it definitely gonna help, grow the sport, grow the organization as well as itself, through Asia. It's still the sport is not really well known. Like, for example, what we have in America, it's with UFC is a big thing, over there, But here with ONE FC, they're doing a really good thing because they're going. They're going to many different and small countries as well, and then they're helping getting all those fighters from Myanmar, Cambodia, even Malaysia, to be able to fight in this big stage, So I think it's a very good thing, and I can't wait to see the future. And like I said before, I was hoping to soon to go to Japan, and what are we gonna do next year, So very excited about it. Um, I've been running seminars back in Bangkok, and I always, tell people that you have to be really passionate about what you're doing. It's not like now everybody believe that it's very easy, to become a referee, but to become a good referee is not easy. It takes many years, a lot of training, right? So I'm gonna tell them to. Watch as much as they can, fight, try to understand, looking at the referee positions, the way he is inside the cage when he stops the fight, being able to, as much as they can, go through seminars. So this is where they will get knowledge about it. And then if they can, after being through those seminars, get into contact with organizations and start with amateur fights. And then from there, after that, they will follow the feeling and see if this is something what they like. But like I say, it's not a hobby for me anymore. It's my job, and then it's really something like I'm 100% into it. So because at the end of the day, you have the safety of the fighters in your hands. So we are not playing with that.